All right, so welcome back to this week's market preview. We'll quickly look at what happened last week and then we'll dive into what to expect for the present week. All right, so last week, or rather from the 2nd of October, we've basically been bearish of factor order flow. And if you remember, if you've been watching during the videos, we actually turned bullish of volume on the 18th of September. And since then, of course, USD has continued to rally up. So you remember last week, I said we could either come down to create a factor low, but I didn't feel that that was high probability. That it was more likely that we'll get an intraday move and get a push to the upside. So fortunately, didn't really fit into any of our models. I actually took a trade of GU on my FTMO account at this place, which turned out to be profitable. If we go to this, you still see the trades right here on the 15th. And the reason why this didn't really fit into our model, it's actually a risky trade, is the fact that if we go to EU, we'll actually see that EU took out on the 15th. EU took out the previous day's lows first, right? So, but the reason why I was still a bit just felt of taking it is the fact that dollar had not taken out those swings yet. So I just felt, okay, we could just take a risk on it, and it played out nicely. So unfortunately, same thing kept just repeating itself every day and all that. However, I need to mention that, and there was also another reason, which I won't disclose here. I've started talking about it with those in the FXP group, which gave me the confidence to also take this trade right here. So off volume, there's been a bit of a cooling off in the USD volume. Volume trend still remains bullish, but it means some people are taking profits somewhere, most likely. So whether we'll see dollar bulls come back again into the market, yesterday being Monday, there was a bit of a bullish movement in the market, but we need to see it sustained going forward. All right, so what do we expect this week? What are we to look forward to this week? All right, so we've had this fractal low created here. All right, so last week swing shorts closed inconclusive. And you know, when we have inconclusive of swing shorts, we're basically waiting for the fractal high and the fractal low to form, and then we'll be trading in the opposite direction once that fractal is taken. However, remember our envelope. So this fractal high is virtually just there for fancy, really, because even if price should take it out, because of our envelope, we won't be taking this sell trade on the USD. So our trades basically were still very much bullish on the USD. Volume trend is bullish, fractal order flow remains bullish. So off for our weekly trades, what we're expecting is that we expect price to come down all the way here, take out this fractal low, and then give us a reason to buy on the lower time frames. As it is again, it's more likely that we just get our intraday models. And of course, our intraday models will just be looking for Asian low to be taken, and then we push to the upside. Of course, doing that, what we are basically looking at is EU. So if we go to the daily on EU, we'll see that EU turned bearish right here on the 1st of October, and it had remained bearish all along. So whenever we want to take our intraday models, we want to see a situation where both the daily and the H4 fractal order flow are aligned, right? So to see daily is bearish, also the H4 is bearish. So what we're just waiting for is for price to take Asian high, which it has done at the moment. So we're basically just waiting for reasons to sell. The other thing you want to confirm when you are doing that is you want to see the USD also creating a potential low of the day, which is currently doing at the moment. All right, so basically we are looking for reasons to buy the USD, and by extension, we want to sell EU and sell GU as well. So it's as simple as that. Now, once I need to point out a few things. So we've had this fractal high created here, and once price takes it out, we will stop looking for any buys on the USD. All right, once price takes out a fractal high, we'll stop looking for any other buys on the USD, because we basically see that as a kind of a weekly reversal model, though it's not something we trade at the moment, because I'm still running a few simulations on that to be sure how well it works. So far, the results haven't been so consistent, so we've not included it in any of the models that we trade so far, but something that has about a 50% probability, which is good, but not sufficient for me to include it yet in the trading models. So that's the reason why we stopped doing that. So I won't go further than that. All right. So that is something to take note of. But at the same time, if the same thing happens on any of our pairs, right, we'll also stop taking that. So basically, we don't want to see a fractal form above the previous week's high when we are looking to buy. We don't want to see that fractal high formed and then taken out, right? So we expect that that's basically going to result to a reversal, right? Or a counter trend move. I'm not use the word a reversal. So basically what we are expecting this today, and possibly depending on how price pans out for the rest of the week, is just to basically continue to buy the USD. So we'll be keeping an eye on our volume to see if and when the volume changes. All right, so let's look at news event. This week is really, really barren when it comes to news events, right? So let's run through it. Just forgot to load that earlier. All right, so if we come to this week, all right, so on Tuesday, basically, the only red folder events that we have here is the ECB president, the European Central Bank president, is going to be talking around 3 and then sometime around 8 my time, right? Then on Wednesday, there is going to be the BOC interest rates decision. So it has a way, I've mentioned it before, that Canada's news report has a way of just affecting the USD, even if just slightly. So that will be coming up around 14 to 45 on Wednesday. And then 3 p.m. we'll be having home sales, usually not much of a market mover, to just move a couple of pips. Then ECB president will be talking again. Then on Thursdays, when we really have the markets packing to life, and that is the PMIs. We're going to have the PMIs from the Eurozone, the PMIs from the UK. All right, so you're going to have PMIs as well from the UK. Then we'll have our considering jobless claims. So last week I was actually expecting the jobless claims to come out worse than expected due to the hurricanes, and that didn't really happen. And it came out even better than expected. So it's difficult to really, at the moment, create any narrative around USD weakness from a fundamental point of view. I believe those who are taking profits now are probably looking towards the elections and then just taking profits earlier, just in case anything happens. But from a data perspective, it is difficult to make a case right now for a weak USD. Also, after that, jobless claims about an hour later, we are also going to be having the PMIs from the US, right? And home sales again. And then on Friday, unemployment from Spain is going to be not much. These are not going to move the markets by much. And then Canada's retail sales. Then again, we're going to have this couple of bots. Even though they are red folder events here, I think they're actually medium folder events, given that they don't cause the market to just go haywire like that. So durable, good orders, and then the Michigan consumer sentiment. So people might really watch this one closely to see how strong is the consumer. Is the consumer still optimistic about the economy, which is what is going to affect consumer spending and all what have you. So that's basically what we see for the week. So we'll continue to watch. We're expecting a stronger USD versus all the currencies. I need to see at the moment. Before last week, some currencies, when you look at their volume trends, they were still bullish. But as of last week, everything has now turned bearish. So US is bullish against every other currency from a volume trend perspective, which is really something to think about. All right, so need to make a certain announcement. So the last day of this month is going to be my birthday. That's the 31st of October. And I'm going to be doing a giveaway. It's not going to be cash. It's not going to be monetary. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to be giving out 2 spots for free to the FXP course. And then I'm going to be giving out 2 copies of the executioner for free as well, and then 2 copies of the auto markets as well. So that's about 5 things to win, and then there are going to be like 50% off, 50% off discount coupons, about 10 or so of them that are going to be given out that you could use to order any of the things from the website. So tomorrow I'm going to make a video to let you guys know how you could be part of that particular giveaway. It's going to be kind of a social media competition. So just make a video, just be on the lookout. Tomorrow there's going to be a video that's going to be explaining in detail what to expect or how to participate in that. All right, so that will be that for this week. So enjoy the rest of your week.